All right, so you've got your business online, right? But is it really working for you? Is it pulling its weight in the digital world, or is it just sort of sitting there? Today, we're going to crack open your sources and really get to the core of why digital marketing isn't just an option anymore. Well, it seems absolutely crucial. We've pulled insights from some interesting stuff, excerpts from a website promoting superior marketing solutions with explosive results, sounds exciting, and also a professional blog post on digital marketing. Our mission for this deep dive really is to boil it down, get the most important nuggets to help you, ignite your online presence and unlock what you can really do.
Yeah, and we're not just going to talk about why it's critical. That's important, sure. But we'll dig into the foundations, the reasons it's so vital now, and then shift into the specific, the how-to parts, the services that actually get you those, quote, explosive results.
Hmm.
We want you to walk away feeling like you've got a solid handle on it,
Yeah.
empowered, not just buried in information.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Why exactly has digital marketing become such a necessity? I mean, non-negotiable for businesses today. The blog post we looked at put it pretty strongly, didn't it? Saying its significance cannot be overstated. It's not just a nice to have anymore.
Oh, absolutely not. And what's really fascinating here is how the sources clearly lay out these huge shifts. The first one, and you could argue it's the biggest, is its unparalleled reach and accessibility.
Hmm.
Just think about this for a second. Our sources mentioned over 4.66 billion active internet users worldwide.
Wow.
Yeah, billion with a B. That's not just a number.
Yeah.
It's like suddenly almost half the planet potentially has a direct line to your business no matter where they are physically.
Yeah.
Imagine a small artisan, maybe in a remote village somewhere. Thanks to digital marketing, suddenly they're selling handmade crafts to people in Tokyo, London, New York.
That's incredible.
It really is. It's like a complete democratization of the marketplace, something you just couldn't dream of a generation ago. And on top of that, these digital platforms give you these amazing tools to tailor your messages.
Mhm.
You can target specific demographics, interests, even behaviors, making sure your message actually lands where it needs to.
Okay, so reaching everyone or potentially everyone is huge. But I'm really curious about the money side. We always hear traditional marketing is so expensive. How does digital change the cost equation, especially for maybe smaller businesses?
Right, and that brings us straight to the second big point, cost effectiveness and high ROI, return on investment. Our sources really hammer this. Home digital marketing needs a significantly lower investment compared to the old ways, television, radio, print ads.
Right, those can cost a fortune.
Exactly. And it's not just cheaper upfront. You've got way more flexibility in managing your budget. This means even a startup, maybe working out of a garage, can actually compete with a massive corporation online. It levels the playing field. But the real aha moment here, I think, is the granularity of the tracking. It's unprecedented. You're not just looking at overall sales. You can see which specific ad, which picture, which keyword actually led to a sale for which type of customer, and exactly how much it cost you to get that sale.
Okay, so you know exactly what's working and what isn't.
Precisely. It's not just knowing if your campaign worked, it's knowing why it worked or maybe why it failed. That gives you a real-time playbook to optimize things, something that was genuinely impossible just, say, 10 years ago.
That real-time granular optimization, yeah, that sounds incredibly powerful. But how does this digital stuff change how businesses actually talk with their audience? It feels like there's potential for a much more personal connection now, even with all this scale.
Absolutely. And that leads perfectly into the next key area. Enhance customer engagement and experience. Digital marketing isn't a one-way street anymore. It fosters real-time, two-way conversations through channels like social media, email marketing, personalized website content. It's not just about shouting your message out there. It's about creating a dialogue.
Like talking to people, not just at them.
Exactly. It's why you can tweet a question at a brand and actually get a direct response, or get an email offering something that seems perfectly tailored to what you were just looking at on their site. That kind of engagement is just crucial for gathering valuable feedback, understanding what customers actually need or struggle with. And then you use that intelligence to build real, long-lasting relationships. And it informs everything: product development, customer service improvements, the whole lot. It turns customers from passive listeners into active participants.
So, okay, we're getting all this amazing feedback, this data from engaged customers. How does digital marketing help businesses make smarter choices with all that information? How do they use it effectively without just getting totally swamped by numbers?
Yeah, that's a great question. And this is where data-driven decision-making truly shines. Digital marketing relies heavily on various analytics tools. These let businesses collect, analyze, and then, importantly, act on data. And we're not just talking about basic website traffic here. We're talking about segmenting your audience based on their actual behavior, what they click on, what they ignore, what they buy, what they leave in their shopping cart.
Okay, so it's quite sophisticated.
Very. This allows you to serve up these hyper-personalized experiences and offers. You're moving way beyond the old guesswork into, well, almost predictive marketing. It means businesses can make incredibly informed decisions, constantly optimize their marketing strategies for better results, and put their resources where they'll actually make a difference. It leads to a much, much stronger return on investment.
Right. We've definitely built a strong case for why digital marketing is so critical, indispensable even. But for listeners who are thinking, okay, I get it, but how? How do I actually do this stuff?
Yeah.
Let's shift gears a bit. Let's explore the practical tools, the services that actually bring all these benefits to life. What are the core bits and pieces of a solid digital marketing strategy?
Perfect transition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the why is important, but the what and how are where the rubber meets the road. Our sources, especially that Superior Marketing Solutions website, they talk about broad categories like lead generation, search engine optimization, that's SEO, pay-per-click advertising, or PPC, and website design. Think of those as the main pillars.
Okay.
And then surrounding those are these bigger strategic approaches they mention: marketing, development, and strategy itself. The key idea, the thread running through it all, is combining genuine expertise with what's new, the latest industry trends, cutting-edge tech, to build strategies that are actually customized for a specific business. Each piece plays a really distinct, vital role.
Got it. Let's zoom in on one of those pillars you mentioned, one that gets a ton of attention in both our sources: search engine optimization, SEO. What is that really, and why does it seem so fundamental?
Right, SEO. Okay, so the blog post defines it pretty clearly. It's basically the practice of optimizing your website and your content so that it ranks higher in search engine results, pages, Google, Bing search results, the SEO. The whole point is to increase what we call organic traffic. That means people finding you naturally through search, not because you paid for an ad right at the top.
So it's like having your shop on the busiest street online?
That's a great analogy, yeah. It's like being on the busiest digital highway. Now, how do you get there? It involves a mix of techniques. It usually starts with keyword research, figuring out the actual words and phrases your potential customers are typing in to search engines. Then there's content optimization, making sure the text, the images, the videos on your site are high quality, relevant, and answer the questions people are asking. And then there's link building. This isn't just about getting any old link. It's more like earning votes of confidence from other reputable, relevant websites.
So quality over quantity.
Definitely. Think of it like this. If a major industry news site links to an article on your blog, that's a huge signal to search engines that your site is a trusted, authoritative resource. It significantly boosts your credibility and, consequently, your ranking. Plus, there are technical website improvements, making sure your site is fast, mobile-friendly, and easy for search engines to sort of crawl and understand. Put it all together, and a strong SEO strategy massively enhances your online visibility. It attracts more qualified leads, people actively searching for what you offer without you having to pay for every single click.
That makes perfect sense. It sounds like a long game, but a really valuable one. And what about the tangible benefits, the things a business actually gets from doing SEO well? The Superior Marketing Solutions source listed some specific advantages.
They did, yeah. And it's a great list because it breaks down the value into really practical outcomes. So a good SEO campaign gives you tools to analyze your competition in depth. This helps you understand what's happening in your market, see where your rivals are doing well, or maybe not so well, and find your own competitive edge. It also helps you focus on relevance. The tools help ensure your marketing efforts aren't just random noise, but are actually impactful because they're laser-focused on what matters most to your specific audience.
Okay.
The source also mentions something called video boosting. Now, what this really points to is a broader strategy of visual content optimization. It's not just about sticking videos on YouTube. It's about optimizing them, the titles, descriptions, tags, and promoting them strategically to get the most eyeballs and engagement across all the platforms where your audience hangs out.
Right, using video smartly.
Exactly. And critically, SEO isn't a set-it-and-forget-it thing. It involves regular updates to keep pace with market changes and algorithm shifts. And you get improved reports, detailed analytics that give you actionable insights, let you track performance properly, and make those crucial data-driven decisions we talked about earlier. It helps propel the business forward.
Okay, so SEO is clearly a massive piece of the puzzle, fundamental for that organic growth. What other specific sort of tactical services contribute to building that strong digital presence? You mentioned PPC and lead generation earlier.
Right, exactly. SEO is foundational, great for long-term organic growth, but sometimes you need more immediate impact or you have very specific goals. That's where other tools come in. Take pay-per-click advertising, PPC. This is all about getting instant visibility. You pay for ads that appear right at the top of search results or maybe on social media feeds.
Those sponsored links you see.
Yeah, precisely those. It's incredibly effective for driving traffic and qualified leads right now because you generally only pay when someone actually clicks on your ad, hence pay-per-click.
Yeah.
Our sources also highlight other specific services, things like dedicated keyword research, really digging deep to find the absolute best terms that will drive the right kind of traffic to your site, making sure your content truly connects. Then there are specific customer campaigns. These are carefully tailored campaigns focused on engaging existing or potential customers effectively to boost conversions. Think maybe retargeting ads, showing ads to people who visited your site but didn't buy anything. Or personalized email sequences based on their past behavior.
Try and bring them back.
Exactly. Then there's Social Boost, which points to strategies designed to really enhance your social media presence and engagement, moving beyond just posting updates to actually building active communities and driving traffic from places like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever your audience is. And finally, sort of wrapping it all up, are broader paid marketing solutions. These are expertly crafted campaigns designed to maximize your reach across various digital channels, deliver results relatively quickly, and just generally grow your customer base efficiently.
Okay, great. So let's try and connect the dots here for everyone listening. We've talked about the big picture, the why it's indispensable stuff, and then we've zoomed right into the what these practical components and services like SEO, PTC, Social Boost, how do these nuts and bolts, these practical tactics directly enable those big picture advantages? The reach, the engagement, the data that we discussed earlier, it feels like they're the bricks and mortar making the whole building stand up.
That's exactly it. And what's fascinating here is seeing that direct link, that synergy, these concrete tactics, SEO, PPC, social media strategies, content creation, they are literally the building blocks that let businesses tap into the massive potential of the digital world and get those real, tangible results. So, for example, specific services like that video boosting or social boost we mentioned, they directly contribute to achieving that unparalleled reach, putting your brand and message in front of potentially billions.
Right.
And they're also key tools for fostering that enhanced customer engagement, creating those interactive, personalized experiences we talked about, building dialogues. And then think about the improved reports you get from a good SEO campaign or the incredibly detailed analytics from TPC ads. Those are absolutely essential for enabling robust, data-driven decision-making.
Okay, yeah, I see the connection.
They allow you to refine your strategy almost constantly, in real time. It's no longer about guesswork. It's about precision targeting, efficiency, and maximizing your return. These practical tactics are the engines that drive the big strategic benefits. They turn those theoretical advantages into actual, measurable, real-world success for businesses.
And there you have it. This deep dive, I think, has really unpacked why digital marketing isn't just, important, but truly indispensable in today's world. And it's laid out the different pieces, the components and services that make it all happen. Hopefully it's a bit of a shortcut for you, the listener, to being genuinely well-informed and maybe having some of those aha moments in this really vital area.
And maybe this raises an important question for you to think about. As we look at this swiftly evolving digital world, where we've seen enhanced customer engagement and data-driven decisions become so paramount, how might future innovations in digital marketing take that even further? How might they personalize the customer journey even more deeply? And what brand new opportunities might this create for businesses to connect with people, maybe in ways that go beyond even what we've talked about today? It's worth considering your own experiences online through that lens and just imagining what could come next.